the heart of darkness, where shadows dance and raindrops whisper secrets, lies a world of spine-chilling tales waiting to be untold. Welcome back to J&M Paranormal, where we dare to venture into the chilling unknown. Gather around, for in the rain's embrace, secrets are revealed, mysteries come alive, and nightmares are born. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chilling tale. Get ready to be thrilled or chilled to the bone. Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, there lived a young boy named Timmy. Timmy was an imaginative child, but he had a secret fear that followed him into his dreams and sometimes even during the day, the shadow in his closet. Every night, as the moonlight seeped through the window, Timmy's closet seemed to morph into an eerie and sinister place. His toys, once cheerful and comforting during the day, turned into eerie silhouettes. The door creaked open slightly, and Timmy would lie frozen in his bed, afraid to move. One fateful night, as a thunderstorm raged outside, Timmy awoke to the sound of scratching coming from his closet. He clutched his blanket tightly and peered towards the source of the noise. To his horror, he saw a pair of glowing eyes staring back at him from within the darkness of the closet. His heart pounded in his chest as the eyes seemed to inch closer and closer to him. Paralyzed with fear, Timmy could only watch as the shadowy figure emerged from the closet, revealing its tall and slender form. It had elongated limbs and sharp claws that scraped against the wooden floor with each step. The creature spoke in a haunting whisper, its voice filled with malevolence. "Timmy, I know what keeps you up at night." Trembling, Timmy managed to utter, "What do you want?" The creature smirked. "I feed on fear, and you, Timmy, are my favorite dish. The more frightened you are, the stronger I become." Desperate to escape, Timmy thought of his parents sleeping in the next room. He mustered up the courage to shout for them, but no sound came out. It was as if the creature had stolen his voice. The shadowy entity continued, "Don't bother calling for help. No one can save you from me. I am the fear that lurks in every corner of your mind." As the creature moved closer, Timmy's fear intensified, but somewhere in the depths of his fear, he found a glimmer of bravery. He remembered his parents' words about facing fears head-on. Summoning his inner strength, Timmy took a deep breath and said, "You're just a figment of my imagination, a product of my fear." To his surprise, the creature faltered for a moment. It seemed perplexed, as if it hadn't expected this response. But then, it regained its sinister grin and laughed. "Oh, but fear is what makes me real, little one." Timmy closed his eyes for a brief moment, ignoring the creature's taunts. He pictured a shield of bravery surrounding him, protecting him from the malevolent entity. When he opened his eyes, he saw the creature's form wavering, as if it were fading away. Timmy realized that facing his fear head-on had weakened the entity's hold on him. With newfound courage, Timmy spoke firmly, "You don't control me. I won't be afraid anymore." As he said those words, the creature let out a blood-curdling scream and vanished into thin air. The room returned to its usual appearance, and the closet door closed gently. From that night on, Timmy's fear of the shadow in the closet began to wane. He learned that confronting his childhood fears head-on was the key to overcoming them. And as the years passed, the shadow in the closet became nothing more than a distant memory of a brave young boy who refused to be controlled by fear. In the small town of Willowbrook, nestled among dense forests and shimmering lakes, there was a place known as Willow Lake. It was a serene and picturesque spot where families would often spend their weekends picnicking and fishing. However, beneath the calm surface of the lake lay a chilling secret that would shake the town to its core. One sunny afternoon, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to explore the legends surrounding Willow Lake. Among them was Sarah, a fearless and curious girl who was drawn to mysteries like a moth to a flame. She had heard whispers of people mysteriously disappearing near the lake, but her thirst for adventure outweighed any fear. As the group arrived at the lake, the atmosphere seemed unusually still, as if the world was holding its breath. Sarah led her friends to an old abandoned boathouse that stood on the lake's edge. It was said to be the last place where a young couple vanished without a trace years ago. Ignoring the warnings of the locals, the group entered the dilapidated boathouse, the creaking wood underfoot amplifying the eerie silence around them. Sarah felt a tingling sensation on her skin, but she brushed it off as mere nerves. Inside the boathouse, they found old photographs scattered on the floor, showing happy faces of people who once cherished this place. One photo, in particular, caught Sarah's attention. A young couple smiling and holding each other close, surrounded by the beauty of the lake. As she reached for the photo, a sudden gust of wind swept through the room, extinguishing their lanterns. Panic set in as Sarah's friends called out to her in the darkness. She groped her way back to them, but when the lanterns were relit, she noticed something was wrong. One of her friends was missing. Frantic, they searched the boathouse, but there was no sign of their friend. It was as if he had vanished into thin air, just like the couple in the old photograph. Fear gripped the group, and they stumbled outside, deciding to return to town and seek help. As they made their way back through the woods, the dense foliage seemed to shift around them, making the path unfamiliar. The forest that was once their playground now felt like an ominous maze, trapping them within its green grasp. Each step they took seemed to lead them deeper into the heart of the woods. Panic intensified, and Sarah's heart pounded in her chest. She desperately tried to recall the way back, but found herself lost in the labyrinth of trees. One by one, Sarah's friends vanished, leaving her alone in the darkness. The once familiar sounds of nature turned into eerie whispers, echoing through the trees. Shadows danced around her, and the forest seemed to come alive. Tears streamed down Sarah's face as she called out for her friends, but there was no response. Fear overwhelmed her, and she clutched the old photograph tightly, seeking solace from its smiling couple. In her desperation, Sarah noticed a faint glow in the distance. Following the light, she stumbled upon an ancient-looking stone altar hidden among the trees. The photograph in her hand felt warm, guiding her toward the altar. With trembling hands, she placed the photograph on the altar. As if in response, a gust of wind enveloped her, and the world around her seemed to shift and blur. A chilling voice echoed in her mind, warning her of the price she had to pay for her friend's return. Sarah hesitated but realized that she couldn't leave her friends trapped in this cursed place. With a resolute nod, she accepted the unknown consequences. The next morning, the townsfolk found Sarah lying unconscious near Willow Lake. When she woke up, she couldn't remember anything that happened after entering the boathouse. But something had changed in her. Her eyes held a haunted look that would never fade. Sarah's friends were never seen again, leaving Willowbrook plagued by the chilling mystery of the vanishing at Willow Lake, a tale whispered for generations to come. And while Sarah's courage had saved her, the price she paid remained hidden in the depths of her memory, a haunting secret that she would carry for the rest of her life. In the heart of a secluded forest, there stood an abandoned psychiatric hospital known as Ashbourne Asylum. It had a dark history of experimental treatments and unspeakable horrors. Most people avoided the place, fearing the malevolent energy that seemed to emanate from its decaying walls. One stormy night, a group of 4 friends, Alex, Emma, Mike, and Lily, dared each other to explore the haunted asylum. Alex, the thrill-seeker, led the way, driven by a fascination with the human mind and the desire to unravel the secrets of the past. Emma was hesitant, but followed to ensure her friend's safety, while Mike and Lily, a couple, reluctantly agreed to join the Eerie adventure. The moment they stepped inside the asylum, a suffocating darkness enveloped them. The air seemed heavy with the despair of forgotten souls, and whispers echoed through the empty hallways. Despite their fear, curiosity egged them onward. As they ventured deeper, the oppressive atmosphere played tricks on their minds. Shadows danced on the walls, and distant cries echoed through the empty halls. Their flashlights flickered, casting eerie shadows that seemed to have a life of their own. The group soon discovered a hidden chamber beneath the asylum, a place where the most disturbing experiments were rumored to have taken place. Inside the chamber, they found a collection of old patient records, detailing the tragic tales of those who had suffered in this wretched place. Suddenly, the door to the chamber slammed shut behind them, trapping them inside. Panic set in as they realized they were prisoners of the asylum's malevolent spirit. Each member of the group began to experience strange and unsettling visions. Alex, the rational skeptic, was haunted by twisted versions of his own face in the mirrors, reflecting his deepest insecurities and fears. Emma, the empathetic one, felt a constant weight on her chest, as if absorbing the pain and anguish of the patients who once suffered here. Mike, the skeptic-turned-believer, heard sinister whispers in the wind, calling out his name and taunting him with long-buried secrets. Lily, the adventurous spirit, felt a chilling presence following her every step, its icy breath caressing her neck. As the night wore on, their minds became entangled in a nightmarish labyrinth, blurring the line between reality and delusion. They couldn't trust their senses anymore, each questioning their sanity and the intentions of their companions. Fractured memories from the asylum's past emerged, entwined with their own subconscious fears. The asylum seemed to feed on their vulnerabilities, amplifying their darkest emotions until they were on the verge of losing themselves. In a desperate attempt to escape, they sought to unravel the asylum's secrets, hoping to find a way to appease the malevolent spirit. However, the deeper they delved, the more they realized that the asylum's darkness was a reflection of their own inner demons. As dawn approached, the group found themselves back at the entrance of the asylum. With a final surge of courage, they confronted the malevolent spirit, facing their fears head-on. They embraced their vulnerabilities and accepted the past, no longer denying the haunting memories that shaped their lives. With one last sinister laugh, the spirit released its hold on them, and the asylum crumbled into dust, vanishing like a mirage in the morning light. The friends emerged from the forest forever changed, forever bound by the horrors they had experienced. They would carry the asylum's haunting memories with them, a reminder that the darkest horrors often reside within the depths of one's own mind, waiting to be confronted and conquered. And so they walked away, their lives intertwined, forever haunted by the mind's abyss. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more content just like this. Until next time, stay spooky.